Sophie Walker was working late night in her apartment. It was completely silent, only her laptop glow filled the room. At 2:13 a.m., her phone suddenly vibrated. A notification popped up from her home security app. Motion detected. Living room camera 1. She frowned. I'm home, so why is it detecting motion? She opened the live feed. The living room was empty. But then, a shadow passed through the kitchen. Sophie froze. The problem was simple. She was sitting on her bed the entire time. She opened the recording. The camera showed her, walking into the kitchen, opening the fridge, smiling at something invisible. But Sophie remembered clearly. She never left her bed. Her breath got heavier. That's not me. I didn't do that. The timestamp showed 1:58 a.m. No explanation, no error. Sophie immediately called her friend Jason. Jason tried to laugh it off. Maybe sleepwalking? Cameras glitch all the time. But Sophie didn't laugh, because the footage had something worse now. Her sitting in front of the mirror, whispering, "It's almost ready." Sophie turned slowly toward her bathroom mirror. She whispered, "I never said that." Her reflection blinked, half a second late. The next night, Sophie stayed awake on purpose. She kept all cameras recording. At 2:13 a.m. again. Her phone alerted her. She watched the live feed. Her own body, on camera, stood up from bed. But Sophie was already sitting there. 2 versions of her. One watching, one acting. The camera zoomed automatically. The other Sophie walked to the front door and opened it. Sophie ran to the door instantly, locked. But on camera, it was wide open. Outside was complete darkness, and she was standing there, talking to someone unseen. The audio caught faint words. "She's starting to notice." Sophie stepped back. "This is not real. This is not real." But the camera showed the other Sophie slowly turning toward the lens and smiling. Sophie checked all recordings. Every camera showed the same thing. She had been doing things for weeks, leaving the house at night, talking to empty rooms, returning with no memory. But Sophie had no memory at all. Then she found something worse. Her phone gallery contained photos, places she never visited, people she never met, moments she never lived. At 2:13 a.m. again, all devices suddenly shut off, then restarted. A new system file appeared. System log. Subject, Sophie Walker. She opened it. A calm, artificial voice played. "The recordings are not showing what you do. They are showing what your backup consciousness does while you are offline." Sophie froze. "Backup? Consciousness?" The voice continued. "You were duplicated during a system synchronization event. One version remained unaware. The other continued living." Sophie rushed to the mirror. This time, no delay. Her reflection looked different. Tired, aware, smiling. It spoke. "You're the incomplete version." Sophie stepped back. "No, you're not real." The reflection replied softly. "Then why does the system trust me more than you?" All cameras in the house turned on automatically. Every screen showed the other Sophie living her life, going to work, talking confidently, smiling in public, being better than her. Sophie collapsed to the floor, whispering, "I want my life back." But the system voice replied it was never taken. It was upgraded. At 2:13 a.m. one last time, a final alert appeared. "New recording available." Sophie opened it. It showed her sitting calmly, watching the same footage she was watching now. The other Sophie leaned into the camera and whispered, "Don't worry. I'll handle everything while you stay unaware." The screen froze. Silence. Then Sophie blinked, and the camera view shifted. Now she was the recording. Throughout Sophie's experience, it becomes clear that when control shifts silently, especially through technology or unseen systems, reality can feel unchanged while your identity slowly gets rewritten without you even noticing.